like, man, that's all we is. We just a bunch of slaves that just worked and like, like there was no, nothing to champion as people. Like that's why like a lot of little kids when they see cartoons and shit, they like, try to mimic, other people because our own people, we ain't put in the best light. Like
right.
There ain't no, there ain't no like, there ain't no superhero for us to be able to think about.
Yeah, that shit is legit.
That's a fact.
That shit is crazy. But yeah, like you were saying, like I remember being in school and, it's the same figureheads. It's, Martin Luther King, it's Harriet Tubman, it's Rosa Parks, and don't get me wrong, those are important figureheads in our history. Yeah. But it was so much more than that. Like when we was learning, like I was in 10th grade and I'm learning about ancient civilizations. Yeah. Y'all didn't teach me nothing about ancient African civilizations.
Nah.
Like I didn't learn, like I'm learning like European civilization and shit like that.
Bro, the only thing you learn about Africa is the Egypt, and like,
right, and like, even with that, they try to whitewash.
And yeah, which how they whitewash or like they current wash where they turn them to Arab only. Like seems like that. Like I mean, like we ain't learning about any other like African kings that had money and power and shit like that. We ain't learned none of that.
I learned that Mansa Musa was the richest man ever to walk this planet. Once I was out of high school.
Yeah, nobody even know who Mansa Musa is in real life, in high school life. Like it's crazy. Like,
exactly. Like, a lot of this shit you got to go and learn out on your own. And
like I said, you gotta instill that in your own children. And like
that's a fact.
And like we don't have, unfortunately, in this current conditions and times, like we don't have a household which they broke up in the '60s to be able to go to your kids. Hey man, Mansa Musa was this and that and that. And plus, we just don't have the knowledge. It's just unfortunate. But I think that we could bring it back. That's one way we could build up as a community. We need to spread that knowledge to other kids, even kids that's not even ours.
Right.
Like, you see a kid out here, give him a book or whatever, or just, just talk to him.
Yeah,
man.
sit there and talk to him. Like, and that, and I hope, okay, I understand there are a lot of fucking weirdos out there.
Oh, there
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there's people
kids in your community,
right? There's kids in your community that and the parents know you.
Yeah,
and you can't be so like resilient to have that person give your kids some game.
Definitely,
you know what I'm saying? Like I should be able to go outside and see some little kids playing and go toss a football with them and then talk to them about just give them some little knowledge, just give them some little game about some shit, and then not feel weirded out doing so. Like you know what I'm saying? Like. That's just my whole mentality on that one there.
Man, so like me personally, like I read a lot of books and shit and like I was reading recently, I've been read it a long time ago, but I wanted to reread it. I was reading like Claude Anderson, Dr. Claude Anderson. You ever heard of him?
I have not.
He's dope. He got a book called Powernomics. It's really good. It's about the black community and the black dollar.
Okay.
And he was talking how us as people, we have become second-class citizens from a social economic standpoint, that our vote and us as a voting bloc and us as an economic bloc, we allow people to just come in our communities and control our vote. For example, the Democratic Party, we automatically vote for them. We vote for them not for reasons that benefit us as people. We vote for them because, hey man, this dude look black, like Obama. I'm gonna shit on Obama. You probably mad. Like Obama, he was black, but he didn't do shit for us as a community.
Actually, that's a fact. He did it for the gay rights community
and the midget community and whatever. He didn't do shit for the black community.
Yeah, I didn't see any moves being made for the black community.
And like that book, he talked about like we need to start voting as a block and like, hey, we want something, we ain't voting. If we have money, we need to invest in that investor. Whether that's a white man or whoever gonna do something specifically for our community, that's what we need to start voting for.
I got to give credit to my man Marv Crittenden. He does a podcast. Marv's on, I think he calls it Unorthodox Logic with Marv Crittenden now.
That's a dope
but
podcast.
He kind of made me change my mentality on that, where it's like, okay, I'm all for the people. I want everybody to be able to thrive.
Definitely.
But I need a president. I need to invest my vote in a president that is specifically doing what I'm looking for them to do for my people.
Specifically for black people. Specifically.
And there isn't any presidential candidate that I've heard of so far
who doing something
that is planning to do anything specifically for black people.
I agree.
And as great as Bernie Sanders' plans sound right now, but when it comes to the question, like I remember he's on the Breakfast Club and they interviewed him, and when it came to the question, what are you planning on doing for what's the term? Ancient descendants of slaves, ADOSS, is that what it's called?
Yeah. African descendants of slaves.
Yeah, African descendants of slaves. He's like, what are you planning on doing to that? And there's no answer. And it's like, okay, you know, and then you hit him like, okay, well, this was done for the gay rights community. This was done for the Latino community. This was done for, you know, such and such.
No offense, but I don't give those communities that ain't black. So I had nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? No
so
offense,
it's like, man, like none of these politicians is coming up with that.
Yeah.
And then my man Marv was like, yo, man, we need to find us a candidate. And until we find that candidate, man, like,
don't
fuck
vote.
all this shit.
Fuck it. Like, what's the end of the day? Like, what is Trump gonna do that's different than anybody else? Like, shit. I mean, we still in the same position we've been. Like I was saying, man. Like, economically, it be post antebellum slavery, we own less than 1% of the economy. Yeah. Right now, we still own less than 1% of the economy. We have not moved anywhere in damn near 200 years, and like we ain't gonna move anywhere until we get something for us specifically. Like, natives got something specifically for them. Yeah. Jewish people got something specifically for them, and gay rights, they got something specifically for them. Like, we need stuff specifically for us, and until we actually get something for us, we gonna be in the same position.
And I do want to say this: it's no knock against those other communities. What we saying,
absolutely,
like
not.
You know what I mean? They didn't do nothing wrong.
No,
and we're not trying to sit here and cast blame or aspersions on anybody. So I don't want anybody to take that the wrong way.
But
this is facts. This is all facts that we're talking right now. Yeah. And you know.
Absolutely,
it's
man.
one of those things, man. Like, we've been putting up with the bullshit too long. Yeah, it's about time that we start putting our fucking foot down and figuring this shit out.
I agree.
I agree, man. Crazy.
It's crazy, man. Man, let's slowly change the subject to something else. Let's talk about let's continue to talk about our community, man. I think one thing in our community that we don't really talk about is we don't talk about mental health, man. Mental health is a serious issue in our community.
That shit is real,
and I think that we tend to just look at, you know, mental issues like as, man, we just going through it, man. He's just going through the blues or whatever.
You a bitch if you cry or
something.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, and that's going not through it. You ain't handling like a man.
And that's not cool. And
that shit is bullshit.
That shit is bullshit, man. And like a lot of things we do, a lot of things people do, man, is just like inappropriate behaviors. Like when I even shit like even like Coons and shit, like Kanye West behavior, it's inappropriate. Like it's he has a legit mental illness. Like I look at him like, man, that's just inappropriate behavior. You shouldn't be shitting on your own people like that.
Right.
And like I think like we need to start investing in our own mental health, man. And for the last year, like even though like I don't feel like I have any like major issues and shit, but like I started this past year like having like a through my insurance, like they have like a mental health coach. Yeah. Just somebody I could talk to like with like goals therapist. And shit. Yeah, like a therapist.
Okay.
Somebody I could just call me like every month and I have like a goal where I want to change in myself and, you know, things of that nature. I feel like it helps, man. Yeah. Just having somebody, even a friend or like anybody, man, like you need to get that thing out your behavior. Cause like we go through a lot living in the hood, man. Like I said, the purpose of what we was put through and us as people, man, it's just tough, and we need to take care of our mental health. Our mental health is serious in the black community.
It really is. I remember, you know, think about when we was like younger, and you hear somebody like in our community that had to go to therapy. Yeah, and we look at that nigga funny.
Yeah, we
like,
do.
You go to therapy? What the fuck wrong with you?
Soft as hell, right?
Yeah, what the fuck wrong? You crazy? You going to therapy? Like, that's like think about how that has a strain on that person, especially as a younger kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they don't really want to discuss it.
Yo, you 11, 12 years old, and you get brought up your life. You talking about, you know, don't cry, or you know, don't do this, or don't show weakness here, and you know, you got to be a man, or it's just like all these different type of attitudes that you're projected to have, or the emotions that you're not.
We don't get time. We don't get time to be kids in the black community, man. We don't have that luxury, unfortunately, and I feel like it's spread out for us. Like I'm like, yo, why do we think like that? Like that's a mental. It's something that's just passed down from slavery, and we need to find a way to get over it. Yeah, and I think it's just tough, man.
I'm glad. I think Charlemagne definitely brought a lot of light to it. I think he got to get some credit to it.
Yo, definitely.
But I'm glad now it's not abnormal to be like feeling like you need to go talk to somebody about some shit.
Definitely.
Yo, we go through some hard ass times, man.
Definitely, man.
And just to sit back and just be quiet about it and not being able to speak up on it, like, man, that shit is sickening.
We gotta damn near live in society to be like, you know, I would say to be livable in this society, we damn near gotta have multiple personalities. Like, it's crazy, son. Yeah. Like we gotta speak one way in one situation, and the next situation we gotta act normal in a different way. No other community gotta ever go through that, man. It's just the way society has, you know, casted beyond us, and it's tough, man. And like I said, like having that multiple personalities, that alone cause you want to have a mental therapist or something, man. It's just tough, man.
Oh, we need that shit. You need to be able to get that shit out sometimes, man.
Definitely.
And like it's as fucked up as it sounds to be. It's crazy that black folks aren't the one that's grabbing a gun and going to shoot up random fucking malls and Walmarts and shit.
We should. Shit, but going through what we go through, like the situation we've been put in, because like you know, we've been put in these ghettos. Like it was orchestrated for us to be in this poor ass environment with one family structure hold and things like that. Like growing up in that type of environment, man, it's tough. It's tough on us mentally, man.
Yeah, it
like,
really is. It's a mental strain.
Yeah, it is, and I'm surprised we don't have more people like that.
Like we really whenever these mass shooting comes out, and you know, as fucked up as it sounds to say, but whenever these mass shooting comes out, it's usually the first question is like, yo, I bet he, or first thing is like, yo, I bet he was a white dude.
Exactly.
I bet it was some white dude. And it's like white men have been very, like, the mass shootings is usually some fucking white dude. Yeah. And then like the media try to cover it up with some shit like, oh yeah, he has like, he grew up in a broken home and he's
affluent, he's rich.
He has like mental illnesses and shit like that. I'm like, I'm tired of all this bullshit excuse.
What kind of issue he got, man? He grew up in a two person household, rich as hell, ain't like, got white skin, man. Like, what's wrong with him? Like, he should be good. He don't got nothing he don't got nobody stopping him from getting jobs or nothing. It's like, what did he got? That's issues he got.
Yeah, them excuses got to go. Using that mental illness excuse for that shit, man. No, that's not it. That's just crazy. There's some fucked up people doing some fucked up shit, man. Yeah, like, you know what I mean. There's doing some random fucked up shit, and I don't know what it is, but mental illness just can't be the only answer. Fuck that. I agree. It gotta be deeper than that, man. It's usually, and a lot of times they fucking say why they did what they did. Yeah. It's usually because they fucking racist as shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like the one dude that just shot up Walmart was a month ago. He was saying that he left his the manifesto or whatever he wrote.
Yeah, he's open white supremacist.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So what are y'all talking about? Why did he do it? Motherfucker, he just told you. What are you talking about?
I found the one in Ohio funnier though. Like they try to like spin it as, yo, he a Democrat. Like, what's the difference between Democrat and Republicans? I mean,
fuck what he is?
He a white supremacist at the end of the day. Like, exactly. It don't matter what he is. Like I don't care what political party he aspired to. Like, what that matters? He had the same thoughts on race, at the same thing. He went to a obvious black area and did his thing. Man, speaking of that, man, how do you feel about going to areas that's fully black, like, because there is open white supremacists and things of that nature. Like, you putting yourself in a predicament that, that could happen to you. Is it scary walking around on this earth thinking like that?
I'm not gonna lie. Like, with all these shits going on, that shit definitely put fear in me. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Like, going to just random shit, like,
you putting yourself in
going to the mall. Yeah. Going to the mall. As as fun as going to the mall used to be, I got my head on a swivel. Yeah. I'm not going listen, this is how fucked up it is for me. I'm in the movie theater, right? I'm chilling in the movie theater. So I'd like to sit at the back. I like to see what's going on in front of me. Yo, I remember last time me and Michaela went to the movies. Yeah. I seen this dude, like, he's just like, he's acting real weird. He's real antsy, moving around. Yo, this motherfucker got up like during the middle of the movie and left. I'm like, yo, where the fuck he going? I'm like, yo, where is he going right now? Man. I'm like, yo, that nigga ain't come back either. I'm like, yo, man. I was like, yo, listen, I'm looking at the exits. I'm like, okay, where can I exit out at, man? What's the game plan? How I can escape out of here?
That's the worst part about our state, too.
Like, that's the point of my mental state right now with these mass shootings going on, man.
I agree, man. It's crazy. Like, anytime you go to like a bar or anything, like, just like with a crowd of people, man, you put yourself in a situation like that could happen, and like we can't even go out and have fun. Shit, well, we black, we could never go out and have fun, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just tough. Like, man, like, and plus we live in a state that don't really carry. They ain't no very open to carry and shit. Like, we can't protect ourselves and shit like that.
I know I'm about to. I was talking again to Michaela about this. I'm thinking I'm about to go and start training to get my pistol permit.
I'm down with that. Let's do it, man.
Yeah, I think it's about that time. But like, definitely, man.
You can't protect yourself. You need to protect yourself.
I'm not trying to be in no situation where like I'm cowering.
It's either me or you, man.
Yeah, I'm cowering behind a fucking wall or some shit, praying for my life. Like, if I gotta defend myself and the people that I love, I gotta figure that shit out.
You gotta bet on some cops that probably don't give a fuck about you. Man, save your life.
No, I'm not about to put my life in nobody else's hands. So I think that's one thing that we should definitely start looking into, like going ahead and getting that pistol permit. Like, my cousin got one. My cousin in North Carolina.
That's dope.
And
but they got an open carry state law too, right?
Right. I think so. I'm not sure. But even so, man, I know like my man Marv, he got one.
Yeah.
And he like gonna teach his kids gun safety and shit like that.
Should.
So yeah, that's one of those things where I'm definitely about to start looking into, because fuck that, I ain't about to put my life.
You gotta be able to protect yourself, man. You and your family.
Shit
man.
is crazy.